is what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing is Hurts. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Hurts to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy. The 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Get it. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines at a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Throw left side is complete on a diving effort. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
10 through 11. Viking, 86, 79, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll set up a throw to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. They'll look to throw again. Now they'll tuck this and run. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
That's caught at the 3. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And that'll set up second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. An extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. They go play action with Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That open man that time would end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling Bengals would have said, go for it.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Eagles 14, Steelers 7. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
60 Maverick, 70 Timberwolves, 18 Pioneers.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And it pushes right forward to about the 32.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Steelers call on Corliss Waitman to punt. On the return, Jackson. Well, be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 9 now from the 21. They'll drop to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's on his way.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Rush coming in, he's taken down. Nolan Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Panther 11, Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Roman Wilson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Boswell again with the extra point. And we are tied at 14.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time they led to a score. And they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Now it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now Hurts is going to do it himself, and he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done. On the last drive, instead of throwing the interception.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what do next. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead in the intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for it. It's my turn now to make the big play. That's exactly what he did.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready, ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Ready.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. They'll throw now on the final play. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the 1st half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't, but of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
A gain of 3.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Cowboy 80, 19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Great. Shut. Anyway, hey, Silver.
Up the middle to Barkley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
63.
Barkley toss play left. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So no problems at all on that one. And you know there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted was play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
79. 60 Bison. 60 Bobcats.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes it to Austin. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Cowboy 80.
Here's 2nd and 8. Well, that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
60 Eagles. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Calvin Austin,
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
and the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pushing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Barkley inside handoff.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A handoff, Barkley running left. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we're going to just list those out for him. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to swell the lead to 6. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And tough going there as they'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Complete. Smith has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Ready?
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
And they'll run it here.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Second and 6 coming up.
60 Bobcat, Mustang, 60 Eagles, 98 Buffalo 18.
They'll set up to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Here's 1st down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here we go. Start. Bronco leading. 68.
Back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
19 Tiger.
Back to throw. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a 1st down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he is met at
the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now first and goal.
Ready?
He's back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Steelers 28, Eagles 24. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Steelers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium ready to hand that Lombardi Trophy to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.